Okay, guys, I'm going to read through the questions for this assessment. So, this is the assessment Importance of Ag in Building and Maintaining Our Society. So, you are to reflect on the following questions based on our class discussion today. So, I will post the Pear Deck for the class discussion so you have your notes from class. Make sure your answers are well thought out and in detail. As per usual, if you want to insert video clips, you can. So if you want to insert just a video clip of you answering every single one of these questions verbally, you are more than welcome to do that. So first question is, historically, how did agriculture help shape our society? Think about the move from hunters and gatherers and what we became today. So we talked a lot about hunters and gatherers and what we have today as far as society. You're reflecting on how did agriculture help us take that step. So remember we talked about we were originally hunters and gatherers. We were moving a lot. We were doing all this stuff. And then we started getting into agriculture and being able to do these different things. And how did that kind of shape our society into what it is today? And then reflecting on kind of the same basic thing, what do you think our lives would be like if we had never made that change? So if we had never moved from hunters and gatherers to farming and allowed our society to kind of evolve, what do you think your life would look like today? How would it be different? Okay. And if your answer isn't like vastly different, like your life is going to be vastly different, you might really want to think a little bit more into that. Okay. And then third question is, how can we correlate the written language we have today with the development of agriculture? So we talked about this in class, how written language developed kind of, and its correlation to agriculture, okay? And then fourth is, even today, reflect on how much our lives depend on the success of agriculture. So we talked about our basic needs of humans, those three basic needs. Even today, we talk about how does our life, how are our lives dependent on agriculture just based on our three basic needs, okay? And then the last question is, now that you've kind of reflected on the development of agriculture and the importance of it in today in maintaining our society, reflect back on that view society has of agriculture. So again, reflect back on how most people view agriculturalists, view even farmers specifically. How do people actually think about them and refer to them, and really honestly reflect on how unfair that is, given how much we depend on them. Okay. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, but hopefully this helps.